I said that right. We'll find
Right.
out. All right, Ed. Well, enough about comics. We'll get on to the news.
Okay, thanks.
President Trump and his Ukrainian counterpart will meet today in New York on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. A meeting that normally wouldn't draw much attention is now the spotlight after a past conversation between the two leaders led to a formal impeachment inquiry against President Trump. CBS's Laura Podesta brings us the details.
Accountable. No one is above the law.
House Democrats are moving forward with a formal impeachment inquiry into President Trump,
Calling upon a foreign power to intervene in his election. This is a breach of his constitutional responsibilities.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi made the decision after a recent surge in support from moderate Democrats.
I have only one thing to say: full speed ahead.
It came following a whistleblower complaint and an apparent admission from President Trump that he pressured Ukraine's president to investigate a political rival.
But there was pressure put on with respect to Joe Biden. What Joe Biden did for his son, that's something they should be looking at.
CBS News has learned the president ordered the State Department and Pentagon to withhold hundreds of millions of dollars in military aid days ahead of the July 25th phone call. The White House denies it had any quid pro quo agreement with Ukraine.
With a president who believes he's above the law, pursuing the leader of another nation to investigate a political opponent to help win his election is not the conduct of an American president.
Republicans are so far sticking with the president.
They want to continue this witch hunt of trying to impeach the president because they don't agree with the results of the 2016 election.
The Trump administration is expected to release a transcript of the phone call today.
It was a perfect call.
The House and Senate Intelligence Committees are both trying to set up interviews with the whistleblower. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Pelosi has set a Thursday deadline for the Trump administration to hand over the whistleblower complaint to the House Intelligence Committee. CBS News has confirmed the White House and intelligence agencies are discussing ways to allow the whistleblower to share information in the original complaint with lawmakers. And meanwhile, Montana Governor Steve Bullock said he too supports moving forward with impeachment. Bullock's presidential campaign released a statement Tuesday saying in part, if the president abused his office and jeopardized American national security for his own personal gain, then the House needs to impeach him. Republican Congressman Greg Gianforte last week criticized current investigations into Trump, saying there are more serious issues facing our country. He said, and yet this committee is hot under the collar with impeachment fever, driving the committee to neglect those serious issues. Republican Senator Steve Daines' office said in a statement, Steve believes the Democrats sound like a broken record with their 2+ years of impeachment threats. On Ukraine, Steve believes now is not the time to speculate and looks forward to hearing the facts. And a spokesperson for Democratic Senator John Tester says withholding the report from a co-equal branch of government is unprecedented and it's dangerous. Tester believes we have to get the facts from the IG report before we can talk about next steps. Late last year, MTN News reported on internal discord at the State Corrections Department and how some employees alleged retaliation after lodging sexual discrimination complaints against the director. Now, one of those employees is suing the state. MTN's Mike Dennison has the story.
Adrienne Cotton lost her job as the Corrections Department's Government Relations Director during a department reorganization last year. Last week, she filed a wrongful discharge lawsuit in the State District Court in Helena. Cotton says in her lawsuit that the reorganization either eliminated or changed the jobs of 5 women who said they were sexually harassed by Corrections Director Reg Michael. Some of those women spoke to MTN last year, saying the director made discriminatory or demeaning comments to female colleagues. Cotton's lawsuit also says he implied to her that sexual favors could be exchanged for advancement within the department. An agency spokeswoman declined to respond, saying the department won't comment on pending litigation. A state personnel investigation last year also said the sexual harassment claims were not substantiated, and separate complaints by 2 of the women have been rejected by the State Human Rights Bureau. But a human rights complaint filed by Cotton is still alive and saw action last Friday. That complaint also had been rejected by the Bureau, but Cotton appealed that decision to the State Human Rights Commission. Last Friday, the Commission overruled the rejection, sending the complaint to a State Labor Department hearings officer for a full contested case proceeding. That case will proceed along with Cotton's lawsuit filed last Wednesday in District Court. Cotton and the women who spoke to MTN last year also say the reorganization has undercut efforts to enact a landmark sentencing reform legislation passed by the 2017 legislature, a charge the department strongly denies. In Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Mike also tells us Cotton's lawsuit is asking for 4 years of lost wages and benefits. Back here in Billings, a former Orchard Elementary School teacher accused of sexually assaulting 2 of his students pleads not guilty. 30-year-old Brent Skelton appeared in court by video Tuesday morning, where he denied the felony charges. Skelton was a teacher at Orchard Elementary until allegations of inappropriate contact with 2 female students, ages 11 and 12, surfaced in July. Charging documents state Skelton allegedly exchanged inappropriate late-night text messages with the girls this summer. Further investigation revealed during the school year, Skelton also allegedly touched both girls under their underwear in class. Skelton's bond was set at $50,000. In much lighter news, Saturday Live is this weekend. However, it's been moved from Pioneer Park inside to Skyview High School due to weather concerns. The event will run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this Saturday, the 28th. All the games, prizes, booths, and entertainment will be relocated to the school so no one misses out on the fun. The Skyview parking lot will be open for use, and Harvest Church is offering its parking lot and free shuttle services to the event. And the Saturday Live Fun Run has also been moved to the cross-country course at Skyview. Registration for that run is still open, and the race begins at 9 a.m. In education news, for the 8th year in a row, the University of Montana's total enrollment is down. It means less revenue for the school, and likely more programs will be cut. In 2018, U of M had more than 10,000 students. This year, that number has dropped 1.2%. Undergraduates, students seeking a 4-year degree, are down 5.2% from last year, but there is one silver lining for the university. The entering freshman count is up 3% from last year.